You are live.
We are live. Okay. We're doing our social emotional lesson for today, and we're going to be talking about sloths, mindfulness, and coping skills. So social emotional means social emotional learning. Some kids get this through IEPs, some get it through the school counselor who does groups, some get it through their classroom teacher. Obviously, we're stuck homeschooling, so therefore, which I shouldn't say stuck because it's really going well, but we're here homeschooling, so we have to incorporate these lessons. So we are using my own children as well as Raina, who is in what grade, Raina?
Kindergarten.
She was on our videos last week on the YouTube channel, which you can check out in my bio on my Instagram. My handy dandy cameraman, if you'd want to turn it around and show yourself, Colton Kenneth Shepherd. He is in what grade?
7th,
How old are you?
13.
All right, and Wyatt's missing, but he'll be here soon. Soon. He is in 4th grade, and he is 9.5. Okay, now these kids did start this lesson on Friday, but they should remember most of it. And I've actually done this with a lot of my junior high kids, but as you can see, it can be applied to a 5-year-old, and it can be applied to a 4th grader, it can be applied to a 7th grader, and it can be applied to an adult. So this is good for anybody. And I might act silly because I'm trying to engage a 5-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 9-year-old. But when you're doing it, you don't have to act silly. You could actually just put me on if you wanted to. I can maybe try to get this on my YouTube channel, but I don't know exactly how yet, but I'll work on it. So anywho, you guys can try this out. Again, this is in no way a form of personalized therapy. Again, I'm Kim Shepherd from This Is It FB on Instagram, as well as This Is It on Facebook, and follow the YouTube channel. Okay, but again, this is not individualized therapy. This is just an overview of maybe either how to teach it or how to apply it to your life. Okay? Everybody ready?
Yeah.
We're going to start out the day talking about mindfulness. So mindfulness helps reduce anxiety. Who can tell me what anxiety is? Colton?
Being stressed or nervous.
Yeah, so when we feel anxious, our face might get red, we might start sweating, our belly might feel weird, something like that. Do you know what that means when your belly, like that nervous feeling? You know that nervous, like if you were going to get on stage, Raina, and start singing, how would you feel if you're going to go sing in front of 100 people? Would you be nervous? What would that feeling be like in your belly?
Nervous.
Yeah, but what's it feel like when you're nervous in your belly? Like butterflies? Yeah, that's anxiety. So people with anxiety often feel that even if they're not doing something that would make some people nervous, like performing a concert, right? Does that make sense? Some people have anxiety about they don't even know why they're feeling that way. Okay, so what we're going to do is talk about take it sloth. Take it slow, take it sloth. Look at our cute mascot for the day. It's Mr. Sloth himself. Sloth is his name. Being slow and mindful is his game. All right. What's our mascot, Raina? Slow the sloth. Slow the
Sloth.
And slow the sloth helps us practice what activity that will help us with our anxiety?
Meditate.
Help us with mindfulness, to be in the moment. So often anxiety carries us to a far, far away land. Raina, I'm going to need you to sit on this, please. Thank you. Anxiety takes us to a far, far away land where we're not really focused on the likelihood that something might happen. What would somebody right now in the United States of America or in the world, for example, have some anxiety about?
Coronavirus.
Yes, COVID-19 or Corona 2020. I don't know which one you say. But yes, we're all in home. We're all at home right now. This is weird. And, I'm lucky enough to teach you guys, but I'm just saying, many people are probably like, this is not my norm. Why am I home all the time? Where are my friends? I might feel alone. And we want to let all students and people know that you're definitely not alone. We're all feeling this anxious feeling. So anxious feels like what in our tummy? Butterflies. Bam, Raina, you're on it. Man, you're going to get an M&M today. All right. So we're going to start this lesson by talking about We talked about mindfulness. Slow the Sloth, who is our mascot, and anxiety. Mindfulness is a trick, a way that we can help our brain, kind of like a vitamin would help, a way that we can help our brain through kind of changing our thought process. Does that make sense? Colton, if you want to use a filter, I'd be really happy because I don't have makeup on. Okay. So we have 2 streets in our lives. Now, really, we have more, but right now we're going to talk about 2 streets. Where are my Henry Snatchwine grade school kids at? They know this. Where's Mrs. Bickerman at? She knows this. Mrs. Keller, maybe, too. Okay, so we have 2 streets, and my kids out in Henry, they would know. We have 1 street that would appear pretty, how would I say street? I say a different word. Colton, do you remember what other word I might say?
Yeah.
What? What kind of street?
Crazy street.
Okay, we have Calm Street, and Wyatt's going to call it Safe Street if you would like. Real fast, Raina, you're driving a car. This is my car, and I'm going.
Wrecking Street.
Bella.
Wrecking Street.
Wrecking Street.
Bella.
Good job. Some people, one of my students likes
move.
to call it Wrecking Road. So if
Move.
you want to call it Wrecking Street, Wrecking Road, Safe Street, Calm Street, you can name your streets. Okay? Is the dog in the way of my board?
Yes.
Bella. Hi, Bella. Okay, come on over here. You can also follow Bella's weight loss challenge on my Snapchat story. Okay. So we
She's
have
a thick
2
boy.
streets. What are they called, Wyatt?
Safe Street and Wrecking Street.
Safe or Calm Street and Wrecking Street. Do we all agree?
Yeah.
These are our 2 streets in life. What kind of emotions would we be feeling, Raina, on Safe Street? What could you tell us? What kind of emotions would you feel on Safe Street?
Riding a car safe.
Yeah, so how are you feeling? What kind of emotions on Safe or Calm Street?
Being happy.
Yep, happy would be one of them. What else would put us over on that street? Wyatt, what another kind of emotion? Happy, sad, mad, glad. Where would you put it? Where would you put other words, emotion words, that on Safe and Calm Street? What words would you put there? We have happy, we have, I'm thinking calm. Could be on there.
What?
If you're on Safe or Calm Street, what would an emotion that you're feeling be? Possibly.
Possibly happy.
We already said that one?
Oh, sad.
Definitely not.
Maybe excited.
Excited sometimes gets us where?
On Wrecking Street?
Sometimes. But we'll say maybe excited. I like that. Okay, who wants to give me Wrecking Street feelings or emotions? Raina, go. What are we going to feel on Wrecking Street? What kind of emotions? Colton said, oh yeah, so we could be really hyper. Is that what that means, Raina?
Yeah.
Do it again for the camera, please. You're all hyper! Right? Yep, thank you.
Yeah.
And then, Colton, you're on Wrecking and you said the word sad. Is that true?
Yeah.
How would you look on sad? Turn the camera around, show them. Good. Turn the camera back around. Something that make you see.
Something that made me sad would probably be Diesel dying.
So Diesel's our dog, passing, we'll say, because we're trying to be. Okay, so that would be sad when one of our beloved pets happens to pass away. What
Yeah.
about, Raina said hyper. What would make you feel hyper? Sugar. Yes. I always say what makes me feel hyper is if I'm super excited, like if I won the lottery. I feel like I'd be, does anybody want to see my Shepherd active fool? If I won the lottery, I'd be like this. Do you think that I would be making, just like that, do you think I'd be making good decisions when I'm like that? So if I'm making not good decisions, what street does that put me on, Raina? Calm or wrecking? If I'm not,
Wrecking.
yep, because I'm gonna crash.
Raina,
right?
look at the camera. Oh.
I'm gonna, Raina. So when you're feeling like that, out of control, you're on what street?
Wrecking.
Because think about it, if a car is on Wrecking Street and it's out of control, it might crash. So if you make any decisions when you're on Wrecking Street, what happens? What kind of decisions would those be? You might crash. So if you're going to crash, what kind of decisions would those be, Wyatt? Good or bad decisions? We make bad decisions on Wrecking Street. Is that correct? So do we want to make decisions on Wrecking Street?
No.
Colton, when would we make decisions on Wrecking Street?
When would we make decisions on Wrecking Street? Never.
That's correct! The $1 million question. Raina. With the dog later. If you don't do your lesson, you can't play. Right? And just FYI, we are practicing social distancing. They haven't been around anyone else. We've already been exposed this whole time. Blah, 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 blah. But okay. We were being responsible citizens. So Raina says that we would make bad decisions, or Wyatt said it, on Wrecking Street because we're not thinking clearly. So then Colton said we don't make any decisions on Wrecking Street. Do we have to make decisions in our lives? Every single second of every single day we have to make a decision. You're deciding right now, are you going to pet the dog? Are you going to listen to me? Are you going to sit there? Are you going to cry? Are you going to be happy? You make all these decisions all day long. How many decisions do you think we can make in one day?
1 million.
Probably. Am I sitting? Am I breathing? Some of our decisions we make are unconscious, like
Yes.
blinking.
Yes, unconscious and like our bodily
Involuntary.
fluids, involuntary,
Science. Here's some science.
voluntary, involuntary, and yeah, that's about it.
So moving my arm is voluntary.
Yes.
Me blinking, me breathing, involuntary. I don't have to think about either one. Now, if you're suffering from the
Something
corona, you might have to think about breathing.
One thing that we cannot control, like blinking, we can kind of control. We can force ourselves not to blink, but we can also, our heart. You can't stop your heart to do anything.
You can slow it. How would you slow it?
Slow breathing.
Yes. Her teeth are rotting, honey. She's an old grandma. Okay, she has lots of problems. Her teeth are one of them. All right, but she's the sweetest. So
Mom.
if
We had 5 people or 10 people watching at one time.
Nice. So if we don't make any decisions on Wrecking Street, all of our decisions that we make would have to be made where?
Calm
Wyatt.
Street.
Calm Street
Sorry.
or Safe Street. Right, Raina? So we don't make any decisions over here because we will
Make bad.
crash. So we have to make all of our decisions where, everyone? On Calm Street. Now here's the $1 million question in my flip book. How? Because I don't have a whiteboard, which I really wanted to get. If anybody on Instagram wants to send me a whiteboard for free, DM me. I need a big whiteboard.
I have a whiteboard.
I need one for work and home. You do? Okay.
Oh,
I should submit that actually to my boss. Okay. Mental note. So the $1 million question is, how do we get, Colton, what are we doing on time?
What do you mean?
I want to keep it 20 or under.
We're at 12.
20
13.
minutes. Okay. How do we get from Wrecking Street, because what kind of decisions do we make on Wrecking Street, everyone?
Bad ones. None.
No, none. It's a trick.
No.
Because we make bad ones, we don't make any decisions, right, Rita? If we're on Wrecking Street, do we decide to go to the park?
No.
If we're on Wrecking Street, do we decide to yell at my mom? If we're on
No.
Wrecking Street, do we decide to yell at my teacher?
No.
If we're on Wrecking Street, do we decide to crumple up a paper?
Yeah.
No. No.
Colton, fail.
If we're on Wrecking Street, yeah.
Wrecking Street. No, we're making no decisions. So it was a trick. Okay, Wrecking Street to Calm or Safe Street.
You guys are not sitting down. Sit down.
Raina, sit. Crisscross applesauce. Wyatt, please get up a little bit. You're making me look bad here. My own kid's lethargic, not into the lesson. Please sit on your rump. Thank you. Okay,
Hey, stop.
$1 million question. My class isn't being very good right now. I'm sorry. $1 million question is, how do we get from Wrecking Street, where we make what kind of decision?
None.
No decisions, to Calm or Safe Street, because on Calm or Safe Street, what kind of decisions do we make? If we're calm and rational, we're thinking clearly, what kind of, yep. So on Calm or Safe Street, we're making good choices, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and what emotions did we say we might feel if we're on Calm or,
Reckless.
no, huh? Happy, good. How else would we feel on Calm Street when we're not feeling anything bad.
Sad.
No, we're not feeling anything bad.
Calm.
Bad.
Calm. Calm.
Calm, good.
Bad.
So when we're happy and calm, we make rational, thought-out decisions.
Yes.
And that would equal a good choice, Wyatt said. When we are hyper and on Wrecking Street, we are making irrational decisions. So therefore, what kind of decisions are we making? None.
Non-decision.
So the $1 million question is, Raina, how do we get from Wrecking Street to Calm Street? So I'm upset because I'm at home. I'm upset because I'm at home and my mom yelled at me. She's my teacher and she yelled at me because I didn't want to do what she asked, and now we're crying. We're very upset. What street are we on, Colton?
Wrecking
We're on Wrecking
Street.
Street. Raina, what kind of decisions do we make on Wrecking Street?
None.
None, because they're not good ones. So my mom is really making me mad, right? She's making me mad. I get frustrated with my work and my mom / my teacher, and I'm on Wrecking Street. Pop quiz. Do I stand up and yell at my teacher?
No.
Why not, Raina? Because what street are you on?
Reckless.
Wrecking Street. Do we make any decisions on Wrecking Street? Because what kind of decisions do we make on Wrecking Street?
None.
None.
Because we would make
Bad.
bad decisions. So we have to get the $1 million question. How do we get from Wrecking Street to Calm Street? What's so good about Calm Street, Wyatt?
You're calm.
You're calm. You're feeling happy. You're feeling calm, and you're making rational decisions. Rational means, Raina, rational means thought out. I'm really thinking about it. So when you're mad at your mom, come here. Can you be my volunteer? Sometimes when Raina gets mad at her mom, she might kick, hiss, or hit her. Is that true? Okay. Raina's really working hard not to do that because she doesn't want to make her mom
Sad.
sad. So Raina found out last week that when she does those things, it makes mom feel.
Sad.
And Raina, you decided that you do those things when you're upset because what street are you on?
Reckless.
Reckless Street. And you might crash on Wrecking Street. Would you agree? Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so if Raina's mad, you're mad, be mad. Good job. You're hissing. She loves to hiss when she's mad. Hiss. Yeah, there she goes. That's telling us I'm mad. That's how Raina says I'm mad. So when Raina's on this street of Reckless or Wrecking Street, is that what you said? When Raina's on this street, Justin's making a cameo. Oh, he's doing laundry. So cute. Anyways, when Raina's on this street, don't look at Grandma, look at me. When Raina's on this street, what kind of decisions is Raina going to make, Wyatt? She's really angry, so she's hissing at people. What kind of decisions is she going to make?
None.
Bad ones, so she's going to make...
No.
Because guess what? When you hiss and hit and kick, you're on Wrecking Street and you're making decisions. What kind of decisions do those end up being?
Bad.
So should you make any? Good. Bye. Thank you. Everyone give Raina a round of applause. I'm it? I'm the only one cheering for Raina?
I can't.
I'm clapping under the blanket.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear you clapping under the blanket. I don't think you're this lethargic in school. Okay, we're almost done. So Raina says when she's on Wrecking Street and she's making decisions, they're
We're on
really bad
18.
ones.
We have 18 minutes.
2 minutes. All right. So Slow the Sloth comes in. Our mascot.
Ooh, dang.
Hey, I'm Slow the Sloth.
Oh.
Okay, so Slow the Sloth comes on, and he's gonna say, "Wait a minute, Raina! Don't make any decisions right now. You're on Wrecking Street, and you're about to hit your mother. Don't do it." Slow the Sloth comes in and says, "Wyatt, do not start crying and yell at your mom. You need to stop, and we need to get from Wrecking Street to Calm Street as fast as possible. How are we gonna do that?" And this is a magic word. My Henry Snatchline grade school kids would know this. This is a magic word. How do we get? And this will be tomorrow's lesson. How do we get from Wrecking Street to Calm Street? Come on, kids. My IEP kids will know this. Yes, Raina. It's a magical 2 words. Wyatt. Say it loud and proud, baby.
Stop
You know it.
and think.
No, but that's close. That's what Slow the Sloth's mascot message is. Stop and think.
Coping skills.
Coping skills. Let's all say it.
Coping skills. Coping skills. Coping skills.
What are we
Coping
gonna
skills.
use?
Coping skills. Coping skills.
Bella, what are we gonna use? Coping
Skills.
No? Okay.
Those fat rolls, my guy.
So tomorrow we will be going into, we're wrapping up. Tomorrow we're going to be going into coping skills. What are they? And what ones can we use? These guys had an assignment over the weekend and I'm assigning it tonight too. You need to come tomorrow to group with 3 coping skills you can use and be prepared to show us. If you guys want to do an activity, I would suggest you go online or draw your own sloth, because he's our mascot and he says stop and think, make no decisions. I'm going to have my kids draw him out and put his motto on a piece of paper. Thank you for listening. Today's lesson is really about mindfulness, anxiety, or making any decisions, period, so that we make good ones. Any questions, send me a DM. Slide into my DMs. I think I say to be cool. And we'll give a shout out later. Bye.